It's still in the garage. We had a bit of, it's still prepping the snow blower. It's a Toro wheel horse snow blower, 2-stage. That's the articulator that I installed. I think it's 2 years ago now. It's still running good, but what we had to do is I was mucking around with the belts here, and in behind here there's a clutch. I know I touched a little bit about it, and I finally received the clutch. Clutch is something like this here. It's all it is it's a pressure plate, if you want, and this is bolted to the crankshaft, and it's got a certain, I don't know if you can see this, see the thickness. Well, the one I bought is almost twice that thickness. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna tell you a little story. Last year, okay, it was slipping, and I looked, and the only place I could get them was eBay, and for $250, and so this year I said I gotta have, because okay, we got a bit of snow. I got the idea of cleaning it, but I'd push it to the front, and then I had a packed up snowbank in the blower. I tried to start it, and all I was doing was spinning, so I had to clean the whole thing before I'd get it to go. And it was spinning on the clutch. I said, I'm gonna, it's all gone, the snow it's melting as it falls, like, it didn't used to be. I remember a few years where it didn't snow till Christmas Day, as a matter of fact. But now it seems like it's doesn't want to stay. It melts. But we're getting a little bit there today, so I don't know if it's going to stay or not. We'll see. But I had re-scuffed the, I don't know if you can tell by the looks of it. Can you tell? I had re-scuffed it with a sandpaper, and it was grabbing. But it's not finished by all means, but I checked on Amazon just in case, Amazon.ca for us here in Canada, and badang, I got a hit, and so there was measurements. I checked, it's the same measurement as what I had. I opened it up, and I think I touched on it a little bit on the previous video. That was, I'd taken it apart just to measure it. So now I see it on Amazon for $106, I think it was. So I said, hey, I knew, I said, that's a lot cheaper than it was. So I don't know, like, I've noticed that in the past year that things, you can get more stuff on Amazon than you used to. I used to have to go on eBay, but that's my last choice. Amazon.com is the second last choice, and Amazon.ca, well, because I'm here in Canada, is my first choice. But anyways, $106 for the pressure plate, which was $240 or $50 or something like that. So, and that was American too, eh? So that's not a bad thing. But the caveat here is I wanted to take you along for the journey, eh? And show you what I was up against. But lo and behold, I I installed it, and yous were sitting on my desk in the house. So all I can do is show you where that clutch lives. It lives right in the back there. And there's this part here. This part here makes pressure, releases. Hang on, I'll show you. See, there's a little handle here. See? That's what puts pressure on it. And but yesterday I must have forced, there's a inside here inside here someplace there's a micro switch, and as that handle travels it goes away from the micro switch, and it doesn't permit you to start. Like, you can't start this machine if it's engaged. This arm's engaged. So now we're going to check to see. Now, see, it's all right now. I put the. Hang on, I'll come back in here. Yesterday I was having problems after I had installed the clutch. I was having problems with it wouldn't start, and sometimes it'd start, and it was intermittent. So I said the only thing I mucked around with was that little arm, and I had to put more pressure on it to get it to grab, with the old clutch. But now with the newer clutch, it's not. I scuffed the pressure plate, and I don't know if I call this. This is the clutch disc, and then there's a pressure plate. So that I scuffed the pressure plate, and with the new clutch disc, it seems to be having traction. So we'll see how long that lasts. By the way, my buddy Steve Robb, he mentioned, he says, I'm gonna dig in my pockets and buy a new one. If I like this, okay, it's 40 years old, eh? It's got some. Well, hang on, I'll just show you. It's got some surface rust on it, eh? And here and there, but I've upkept it and have a few belts. There's a Onan 2-cylinder Onan engine in that, which with an oil filter. It's a pressurized oil system, and you know what? I'd be hard pressed to be able to buy something that would equal this machine today. It would cost me, well, okay, first of all, we'll start by going back in the past. When I first bought this machine, okay, I had a little loader, I still have it, for the front, bucket loader, 4 foot wide. I have a grass cutter for underneath. That's all in the shed. That's still in the box. You know, like these machines, you buy them, and then 10 years after you bought it, you want to rededicate it for another job. Well, you can't buy unless you buy somebody else's implement, eh? So I said, when I bought it, I said, I'm going to get the I don't know, grass cutting attachment, so that if I ever decide to dedicate this to grass, well, I'll have it. But nah, it's sitting in the shed there. It's still in the box, as a matter of fact. Still brand new. There's some things that I've changed that I think of. There's an idler pulley for the drivetrain that I had to change because it was seizing up. That's 3-4 years ago. Other than that, it's not much. Built a little cab for it, put a wiper on it, put a heating system in it. I showed that a few years ago, but I don't know. Hey, at my age, I don't know that when I get rid of this or when I park it, okay, there's gonna be a contract for the driveway and cleaning the snow. But I'm still kicking, eh? So I don't think we're about to to do away with my little tractor. Some people, that's their solution, eh? When things aren't working, they just buy new one, eh? Well, I've never been like that. Me, if a man built it, a man can repair it. And especially, this is truer today than it ever was, eh? Because the way things are built today, ain't nothing to write home about, I'll tell you that. Our next little project is going to be, I'm just putting some light on things here, is going to be the garage door opener next door on my wife's side of the garage. It's been acting up there a few times. A good thing I have a passage door between my side and her side, so because she doesn't have an entry from outside, eh? And a few times we couldn't open the garage door with the remote operators, so I had to go inside and bypass the whole thing and then get it to operate. So we're gonna do something with this, and that's gonna be your next one, I think. Okay, folks, that's it for this one. I wanted to show you, but I didn't show you. The intentions, they are sometimes they don't quite work out. Oh, yeah. How much did I pay? I paid over $20,000. That's over 40 years ago. Over $20,000 for the tractor, the snowblower, the grass machine, and all the loader. So that was enough in the day, and today that probably translates to more than what my John Deere tractor at the camp's worth. Just because it's a small machine, eh? It's got rear wheel weights on it. It's got a lot of stuff. But anyways, that's it for this one. I gabbed long enough. So, as usual, your chance to subscribe to this channel, and if you're subscribed, well, you can put comments in there, and I'll give you all non-generic answers. I will see you in the next one.